Welcome back once again to Mommy's Yum. My name is Chioma. Today I'm going to be making this delicious oven baked jollof rice. If you don't know how to make jollof rice, this is the easiest way to make jollof rice. And today I'm going to show you how I made mine. I'm also going to show you how I spiced my meat. Don't like frying my meat, and sometimes I just do away with grilling, but I still make it in such a way that it will look or tastes very amazing. So keep watching to see how I made this, but before that, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Subscribe, click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post new videos too. So I'm going to start by seasoning my meat, and I'm going to be using onions, garlic, ginger, okpei, that's a local spice. If you don't like using okpei, you can use seasoning cube. I'm also using basil leaves, you can use scent leaves, and I'm using rosemary. If you don't have rosemary, you can also use thyme. You can use whatever seasoning you want, and I love using okpei because I just don't like using seasoning cubes all the time in my meal. So this is one of the ways I cook. That doesn't mean I don't use seasoning cube, but if you want to try this style without seasoning cube, go for it. You will love it, I promise you. So everything is blended with water, and I'm going to add it to my meat. Make sure you get the one, just add a little bit of water and rinse out the one in the blender, and then I'm going to add a little bit of salt and then allow my meat to cook. As you can see, this is the only water I've added here. I don't want to add a lot of water because the meat is going to get out water as it's cooking. You can see that now. So my meat is cooking, and I'm not going to add more water to it. It's almost soft because the meat we have here is quite soft. If your meat is not that soft, you can add water little by little. I'm doing this because I want my stock to coat my meat. So here I have it. My meat is all done, and what I'm going to do now is to take out my meat from the stock. So I'm just removing the meat, making sure that, yes, you can see it's all coated, and then I'm going to just take out my stock. This is what I have. It's just like a thick paste. Use water and rinse out some, and then this is what I have here. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to wash my rice. I'm going to wash my rice well and then parboil it. Previously, I don't used to parboil my rice. I just pour hot water on it. But if you've heard recent news, you will know that, or you would have heard that rice is very poisonous because it contains arsenic, which is a poisonous substance which is in the air and in other food, but rice has more of it, and the only way you can remove it is to make sure you boil your rice so that most of those poisons will be in the water. Arsenic is one of those things, one of those harmful or cancerous poisons that we have. So it's always good to parboil your rice, and that is what I'm doing at this time, making sure I parboil my rice and wash it very well. Nobody wants to get cancer from eating rice because rice is one of our staples. So my rice is all washed now, very clear, and I'm going to allow it to drain and then get to the next bit, which is to blend my tomatoes and peppers for my stew. So I have the tomatoes, onions, red bell peppers, and my scotch bonnet pepper. So it's just going to blend up quickly, and then I'm going to put it in my pot and then allow it to simmer until the water dries up. I like drying up my tomatoes first before frying because it helps to reduce the frying time, because as we all know, too much frying of food changes the chemical structure of the oil and makes it more toxic, putting us at risk of heart diseases and all those, high cholesterol and all blah 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 blah. Here I'm pouring my oil as my tomatoes is dry, and I'm going to just allow it to fry a bit. If you see, it won't take long to fry because it's already dry. And then I'm going to add my seasoning. These are the seasonings I'm using. They are all there on the screen for you to see. I just used about a tablespoon of all, and I think half a tablespoon in one of them. And then I'm going to add my stock. That's my stock paste and the water from the stock. I want my stew base to still be thick because I am going to take some out and use it for some other things, and also show you how I use it for my meat. So don't go away, you'll still see what I do. And if you have children, this is a good stock base that you can keep to make sure that you can maybe prepare some quick food for your children, maybe for your toddler. I added salt to taste. As always, check your salt. It's up to you, the quantity of salt that you put. Allow to simmer, and our base is ready for our rice. So here I'm putting my rice in my oven dish, and then I'm going to add some of my stew base in it. Stir it very well. Just make sure that the stew coats the rice very well, and then I'm going to add some hot water. As you can see, I'm using 2 oven dishes, and I just made sure that the water is just enough to cover it. Cover with a foil and then put in the oven. I'm now going to allow it to cook for about 30 to 35, 40 minutes, and then I'm going to check it. Now I'm going to go to seasoning my meat. I'm just taking out some of the stew base. As I told you, I'm going to use it to prepare pasta or something, anything for the kids. And then I'm going to add my meat. The meat is already tasty with all the sauce that has been coated on it. Now you're just putting the tomato sauce or your stew base on it to just give it that extra taste and beautiful look. Close it, allow it to simmer, and everything is all ready. If you haven't liked my video, I think you should now. Tell me if you're going to make this. Leave a comment and like my video. Our rice is ready. Guys, how do you see it? Is it difficult? Leave a comment in the section box for me or in the comment box for me. And that is it. Here our jollof rice, oven baked jollof rice is ready. Like I said, even if your rice is not tasty, try this oven baked jollof rice. You will come back and tell me how it came out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share my video, like my video, and see you in the next one. Bye.